Hey everyone, I'm going to give a quick little how-to on these off-road design main eye brackets for the, I think they say 81 through 87, but it goes through 1991. So this is the main eye bracket. Mine is powder coated red. My truck is red. And a little bit about which direction they go. This piece right here has off-road design faces forward as opposed to the back side that is open, because that's which way the spring will go. And then the 6 holes face here. And so the holes that are going to line up are these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These don't line up on mine. Additionally, there's no holes here on the bottom, so I have to drill 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. So you can see that these 6 or 8 bolts are in, so these 4 fit. This was drilled. So it kind of sucks because it's right in this little circle. This one actually you can hit with the drill bit. This is the one that's really the problem here. This is what it looks like from the other side. So to begin, the first thing that you'll notice is that the bolts that are supplied by Off-Road Design don't fit in the holes. They're a little bit too big, so the drill bit that's required is a 7/16, and it's best to use like a cobalt drill bit because it'll eat through this metal really easy. So basically the procedure that I do is I put a little bit of cutting fluid in the hole, and on the tip of the drill bit I drill for about 5 seconds and then reapply, and just keep doing that over and over and over. I'll put a little bit of oil here, a little bit of oil right here, and let it rip. And as a last note, you should use the low torque setting on your drill. Alrighty, so here are the way that the holes look once they're drilled out. So once I have those 4 holes drilled, I put the nut and the washer on the back side, and I tighten up just a couple of these, not too tight, just to get this set, because the next thing I'm going to do is mark my holes to drill the other 3 bolts. So the next thing I do is I grab a punch, and what I always do is I file the tip again, just with a hand file, just to make it a little sharp again. And I'll go on this front side in the center and give it a whack with the hammer, and that will be my points where I drill. And then I'll additionally do the 2 on the bottom there. I'll give those like a test punch with this thing. Okay, so I got my punches to start you can kind of see right there that I punched a little hole, and I just used 3 drill bits to work my way up. This is 3/16, this one is 9/16, and then this one is 7/16. So what I did is I actually unbolted this. I unbolt this and then I drill them. Since my bracket's powder coated, you know, I guess I don't want to scratch it, but it probably really doesn't make a difference. But whatever, I'm taking it off. And lastly, when you're drilling the bottom ones, it's a really great idea to have a mask, full mask, because these little scraps of metal, they just come off and they just land right in your face, maybe your eye, maybe your mouth. So use a full mask when you're drilling on the underside there, just because you probably don't want to eat one of these or lose your eye. So this is where things begin to get a little interesting. You can get that bottom one, no problem, but this one I struggled with on the other side. At one point the drill bit just was perpetually getting stuck, and that was it. And so what I used was just this little carbide burr on my drill on the backside, and I just took it and I cleaned the hole out with my drill. It took a little while, but you know, nonetheless, I got the bolt to fit without being like turned or anything like that. So that's what I recommend if you end up getting stuck drilling out the hole like that. Alrighty, so I've got all my holes drilled here. And so the instructions say to start with this front hole first. And then from there, I kind of just snugged them all up and saw where it laid. And additionally, the instructions call for 50 foot-pounds on this. They said that the proper way to do it is to put the torque wrench on the head and the wrench or whatever you're using to hold this nut. And you know, you torque the torque wrench from here. Don't know if that matters much, but I'll do what they say. Alrighty, they're all torqued to spec now, 50 pounds. Everything seemed to be good.